So with that, I'm going to go ahead and get started. But throughout the event, you'll see and hear us talk a lot about elevate and raising your expectations. So really that message is to our customers, both dealers and end users. And when we say raise your expectations, that'll really resonate through all of the solutions that we show. And that'll be demonstrated through personalization, productivity, and workflow. Now, personalization is an interesting point because typically you don't hear that from manufacturers in our industry, right? It's typically productivity, reliability, faster, better, cheaper, whatever. But personalization we feel very strongly about because our philosophy is that the MFP doesn't have to be one size fits all. So last year, if you recall, when we rolled out our new product line, we showed the customizable user interface. And that's what we've now branded Elevate. And so that will be the home base, if you will, for all solutions going forward. So anything that integrates through our product, the idea is to have that come through the Elevate user interface. So those will be, we'll actually showing tomorrow, we're focusing on 8 different industries. So we have 8 different user interfaces. So last year we introduced 23 new MFPs. This year with the power of Elevate, we can introduce hundreds of products for each individual client because that's really the power that Elevate gives to us. So not only by industry, but individual customer and business, we can tailor that to however they want. So if they say, okay, I want these particular features on the top menu, or I want it to look like, whatever they want it to look like, we can customize that fully to what they want it to be.
How far back does that go with your
So that's
products?
that's the current generation. So the series that we launched last year, it's on that new platform. So personalization, that's really where Elevate comes in. We're obviously heavily focused on workflow, both printing and scanning workflow. So we've introduced our partnership with Nuance. That's going very well. So offering both the AutoStore and EquiTrack products. And then from a productivity standpoint, and I'll walk you through these in just a minute, but I'm just giving you an overview. From a productivity standpoint, specific to education, we've started a new partnership with a company called FlashGrade. So FlashGrade offers a very simple.
Could you say that again, John?
FlashGrade. Yep. Flash and grade, 2 words. So that is a simple and easy to use cloud-based grading solution. So what that allows a teacher, an educator to do, hey Barbara, how are you? Is to essentially create a test key, if you will. They print a blank sheet from the MFP, or they can create one online. Fill out the test key, scan that back into the cloud, and then that holds the key, and then they can print off any number of tests. Okay, I need 50 tests for algebra or English or whatever it may be. They're going to print those tests off. Once the students complete the tests, teacher then scans those back on the MFP, pushes them back to the cloud. The results gets graded and tested, gets graded in real time. So the teacher can immediately go online and get those results and eliminate the need to manually have to go through the tests and score them. So that's one benefit, so saves time. And then also eliminates the need for the pre-printed Scantron forms. So when we were all in college, we had to fill out the bubble sheets or whatnot. Do away with those now. So the forms.
We didn't even have bubbles.
Oh, Frank, come on.
No bubbles.
Yes. And so the teacher gets the test graded in real time, and they get real-time analytics. So that also helps the student as well, because with those analytics, the teacher's able to see, okay, how's the performance of my class? If the majority of the class missed a specific question, then the teacher knows, okay, I obviously didn't teach that subject or topic well enough. Let me quickly reteach that, so they digest and retain that information, and then the educator can move on.
Is the intent to be able to configure the software so that it's all vertical, so that it applies, let's say, as you're talking about in education?
Yes, it is. So the Elevate user interface, it's all vertical. So we'll start here. Let's start one of our home screens here. So there we go. So this is talking a little bit about the user interface itself. Let's have this one warm up. But essentially, in this particular one, we had government show. So regardless of the vertical, what you'll see is we'll have specific workflows for each of the industries. So here you'll see the top few tasks are going to be common across industry because those are simplified tasks. Like I want to just walk up and make a copy with a staple, or I want to walk up and do duplex or something basic. What we've done. We get analytics from the product, so we know what the common tasks are. Beyond that, though, there's workflow built in. So let's say within government, I need to scan to records, or I need to make a copy with ID cards or whatever it may be. We've got those as easy to access tasks here on the front panel. We can also tie back into any third-party application like Nuance, like Dropbox, like Box, like Google Drive. So whatever their back-end system and workflow engine is, we can tie into that. So it's really personalizing it, not only again for their industry, but also for their specific environment. Because we know even within industries, no two clients are the same. Their workflow is going to be slightly different from client to client. So what we're focusing on is providing that personal experience to each individual client and being able to do that through the Elevate interface.